In this video, I'm going to show the exact system we use to get qualified leads from YouTube so fast it feels illegal. That's exactly what we've done for one of our clients who generated $9,000 from YouTube. And the best part is their prospects came to calls pre-sold, educated and ready to buy. I'm going to break down our Trifecta system so that way by the end of this video you know exactly how to implement it into your business and start booking qualified calls within 30 days. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing that I want to break down is why YouTube is a must in your funnel in 2026. The first thing is going to be that you need to have omni-channel presence. What I mean by that is you need to be everywhere. You cannot just have paid ads or you have only short form content or only post on your email list. You need to be everywhere. That way people can see your face every day, everywhere. That's the whole idea. We want to build as much trust with our audience, annoy them every single day. And why is that happening is because there is market sophistication. And what exactly is that? Your audience is getting smarter and smarter and is evolving every single day. So that means that you should also be evolving. You cannot just run paid ads without any organic authority or having organic content that you can just binge watch and get educated. And this is why YouTube is so powerful, because you can create content that can just nurture and qualify your leads before they even jump on a call with you. Why is that important? So the first thing, whenever a lead sees your, let's say your IG reel, your paid ads, or even a YouTube video, the first thing that he can do is just Google your name. He will also see whatever you have more out there, so he can actually do his due diligence. He can just search your name, and if you're not the first one to pop up or even the second one, that means that you basically lost a lead. And why is that important is because Google owns YouTube, which means if you rank on YouTube, you will naturally rank on Google, right? Which means you're killing two birds with one stone. And that way, whenever someone searches your name, you're the first one to pop up with your YouTube channel. So let me show you a quick example. Here's one of our clients' channels. As you can see, whenever you search up his name, the first thing that pops up is his YouTube channel. And if you think about the second thing that pops up, is going to be his IG, right? His Instagram account. And his Instagram account has close to 70K, and his Instagram channel has 3K subscribers, which means that Google is prioritizing his YouTube channel and not his Instagram account. So what happens naturally is whenever lead searches his name, the first thing he'll see is his YouTube channel, and he's going to click on that link. And he already have a library of videos. That way he can nurture, educate, and eventually convert those prospects. So here's a quick example. Whenever you open his channel, you're going to see this video. This is the video we handled for him, and we handled the whole process for him, so he had to only record the video for 30 minutes. Now, this isn't what's important. What is important is the idea that the video performed insanely well. Right now, it's sitting on 7K views in 2 months and is a 39x outlier. So the video performed 39 times better than his channel's average views. And why is that important is because whenever a lead goes on his channel, the first thing he's going to be seeing is this video. And this video hasn't stopped getting views for over 72 days. As you can see, it hasn't stopped, right? It's only going up. Where you can see with short form, most of the time it's just the short is going up and then down, it's dying off. Even with tweets, like text-based content, you can see like in 3 or 4 days, the tweet is just gone. Even less than that, because nobody's going to be rewatching the same tweet 3 times or even the same short 4 times. It doesn't work that way. And you can see the video has over 6K views more than usual. Again, we did an insanely good job doing that. And then we have close to 800 hours watch time, which is insane from one single video. You can imagine how many prospects got educated and nurtured based on this one video. And we got over 400 subscribers, which is pretty good because that video resonated with a big audience. And those people converted into subscribers and eventually into paid customers. You don't see this anywhere on any other social platform. This is the power of YouTube. And another thing that you should take into consideration is that YouTube is the only platform that is going to be recommending your old videos to your ideal avatar. Let's say you made a video 1 year ago and that video will still be pushed out to your ideal avatar if it's done correctly, right? If you make random videos, this is not going to happen. Where again, I have to break it down with shorts. You won't get a short that is 1 year old. You won't get recommended, right? It's the same with tweets or a LinkedIn post. It doesn't work that way. Now, why is that important? Is because in order for a customer to make a buying decision, they need to at least spend 7 hours with you to build enough trust to buy from you. This is why it's so important to have a YouTube channel. So that way you need around 20 videos to be 7 hours of content, which means if someone goes from your channel, he watches those 10 videos with 20 minutes, he is more likely to buy from you. And again, people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So if you can actually implement YouTube into a funnel, you should be making a lot more money than you're currently making. And this only can happen when you have a YouTube channel with 8 to 12 videos that a lead can just go on your channel and binge watch them. Let's say a lead comes into my funnel and he'll naturally go and watch this video, this video, this video, this video, and he may eventually binge watch all my videos. Then he's going to convert a lot easier and he's going to be jumping on calls with me without any objections, without any limiting beliefs, and he's just basically ready to pay on the call. Now that I break down why YouTube is so powerful in 2026, I want to show the Trifecta system that we use at Channel Flow, so that way you know what content you should be making. The first thing is going to be your top of the funnel content. These are your how-to videos, how to do XYZ so you can achieve ABC. These are your actionable step videos. And the whole idea with these videos is not to teach you how to do something, but to show you how complex the problem really is, and you need help implementing that, or you need someone to teach you that without the trial and error. These videos are broad awareness, again, they're top of the funnel content. They won't necessarily make you money, and they're SEO optimized, and they address common problems. Now, you may be asking, okay, how do you even create SEO optimized content? The first thing you can use is a tool called VidIQ. Super important tool. It's not necessary to use it, but it's kind of good. You can see what kind of keywords are trending. They already have a search volume and competition. Now, what's important, for example, let's say you're in the Airbnb niche, right? Let's compare two keywords in the niche. The first one is going to be only Airbnb, and the second one is going to be Airbnb arbitrage. Now, you can see there's a small difference in these keywords. As you can see, the Airbnb has a lot, like big search volume. So you already know that this niche is validated and there is enough demand for you to create content. And you can see that the competition is medium, which means that if you create content around this keyword only, you'll be ranking a lot harder because there is a big competition, right? There is a medium competition. People are already doing content about Airbnb. But if you start making content around Airbnb arbitrage, basically the same thing, but is framed in another way, you have less search volume because these are only qualified prospects, okay, who knows about Airbnb arbitrage, right? Most people that search for Airbnbs are kind of beginners or people that are looking for, let's say, some tips and tricks, right? But if you're looking for Airbnb arbitrage, this is the business model. So these are people that already know that this is a BizOp and it's working, which means you can make videos how to start, right? How to start your Airbnb business in 2026, right? Or how to start your Airbnb arbitrage business in 2026. And you can frame the videos around this BizOp, right? This business opportunity. And the competition is so low, so your ranking is going to be a lot faster and a lot easier. But again, you need to make good videos that are actually positioned in a right way, so that way you can actually rank. Again, take these metrics and numbers with a grain of salt. They're not 100% accurate. It's kind of hard to even track this. So just have an idea that these keywords are being searched, right? Then the second thing is going to be Google Trends. Now, for Google Trends, it's super important because in real time, you can see whatever people are searching for. Let's say I search up the keyword Airbnb, and you can see that people are searching it every single day, right? There is enough demand for you to create videos around that. And you can definitely see how the market is going and what is the demand. So we already know that Airbnb is being searched, so we can create videos around that keyword. And we can implement it into our titles, thumbnails, and in our scripts. So now that you know how to create SEO content, let's move to some examples. So the first example is going to be how to come up with YouTube video ideas that close high-ticket clients, how to make thumbnails that close high-ticket clients, or how to script a YouTube video to generate leads. As you can see, they follow the same structure, how to XYZ. And if you want us to handle the whole process done for you, click the first link in the description to book a call with me. Now that you know how to create top of the funnel content, let's move on to the middle of the funnel, where the whole idea here is to build authority, educate our prospects, and shift their limiting beliefs. Now here are a few examples. Don't hire an in-house video editor until you watch this video. I've studied thousands of YouTube videos. This will book your calls. And the only 3 YouTube videos you need to generate leads. As you can see, there is a big difference between middle and top of the funnel content. With the top of the funnel content, we want to show to prospects how to do something, and with the middle of the funnel, we want to educate them why they should be doing it. Why is that important? Is because most of the time, the people that are already watching these videos are solution aware. They already know that there is a problem that they need to solve. They already saw that they have a problem, but now they're looking how to solve it, right? They're looking to educate themselves, which means in this part of their customer journey or customer awareness, they're getting nurtured and educating, and they're building trust with you, because every prospect has a trust threshold where the most trust we build him, he is more likely to convert. So with the next step of the funnel is going to be bottom of the funnel, where the whole idea is to move them from solution aware to product aware, and then from product aware to most aware. Now, the next step of the funnel is going to be bottom of the funnel. These are your case studies and client interviews. These videos are positioned in a way to show clients that were in their exact situation months ago and prove that your systems and process actually worked that you promised in the middle of the funnel, right? You educated them on your system, process, and you basically build that trust with them. And now you need to actually prove it that this actually works. Then you have people that resonate with people that were in their exact situation. And here's a quick example. Let's say you're on a call with a business owner that is stuck between 10 to 20K, and he's looking to basically break through that plateau. And you have a specific case study that is showing how you took a client from 20K to 50K. And you can see how powerful that is if you show it to the prospect, because he's more likely to believe you and trust you that you can actually solve his current problems, because you already done that to a customer that was in the same position as them. So you can definitely see how powerful having case studies and client interviews is, because people on client interviews, if you do it strategically with the right questions and position everything the right way, your prospects or your clients are already sending your program for you. You don't have to do anything. You just need to get results for those people. The only downside is if you don't have any client case studies, you won't be able to make these videos, which slows down the whole process. And finally, you need to convert those viewers into calls with specific videos that directly address objections, showcase results, and shift limiting beliefs. That is so important, because when you hop on calls, you'll get the same objections every single time. And if you can get those objections and convert them into client case studies, you can just send it to prospects, and again, you shorten the sale cycle. Now, here's a few examples of bottom of the funnel content. Case study, 0 to 10K a month is 16 weeks with an AI assisted agency. How I made 100K from one YouTube video, and how I made 92 million with digital products, so you can just copy me. So all of these videos are made to prove that their programs, services, info products work, and they can do the same for you. You may be asking right now, okay, how can I add it to my funnel? It all depends on your already existing funnel. Let's say you're running only paid ads, the funnel is going to be a lot different, and how you use YouTube again is going to be a lot different. If you only do short form content, you need to use it in a different way. If you have only an email list, again, a different way. If you don't use any of these, you need to actually focus on different. It all depends on your goals and how you want to take your channel. So for example, what we've seen to work on our clients' channels and in general on YouTube is going to be 25% top of the funnel, 50% middle of the funnel, and 25% bottom of the funnel, which means you need to make one video that is going to be top of the funnel a month, 2 middle of the funnel videos, and then you have 1 bottom of the funnel video a month, which means that you need to make 1 video a week. This is the standard for YouTube. Now, let's say you run paid ads. It's normal that you should be focusing more on middle of the funnel and bottom of the funnel content, because you already have that lead flow coming in, but they're super cold, they're not educated, and they most likely won't buy your 5 to 10K program just on a 30-minute call. You need to build some trust and educate those prospects before we again jump on a call with them. The same is going to be with your top of the funnel content, which is going to be your Instagram and TikTok content. Let's say you need to nurture those leads that come from those platforms, and this is how you can use YouTube for different situations. Let's say there is a case when you don't have anything, right? You don't have any kind of distribution. The best way is to only make top of the funnel content and middle of the funnel. Because if you don't have any distribution across different platforms, that means you don't have any case studies. So this is basically how to add it to your funnel. Now let me show you a few examples of how to properly do it. So the first way is going to be use the videos as a pre-call assets, right? Send them to prospects before they even jump on a call with you, so that they're already educated and nurtured. Then you can send the videos to cold leads sitting in your pipeline, and that way you reactivate dead leads by providing even more value. Instead of saying, okay, just bumping this message, just following up, you can actually send them videos specific to their already existing situation. Now, the next thing is going to be send videos to your email list. Again, people in your email list are already nurtured and they're warmer than people that came from your paid ads, right? So here you need to focus more on case studies and middle of the funnel content. Then you need to turn YouTube content into Twitter posts and LinkedIn posts. You just need to repurpose one video into 10 pieces of content. And finally, stack omnipresence. Simple as that. Your prospect sees you on YouTube, then Twitter, then LinkedIn, then in their inbox. You're basically everywhere and you're harassing your ICP every single day to buy from you. So this is how we use the YouTube Trifecta system to get qualified leads from YouTube. If you want us to implement this exact system into your business done for you without you doing any of the heavy lifting, click the first link in the description and book a call with me. And if you want to see that views and subscribers doesn't matter, click this video on screen right now and I'll show exactly how I made 1.2K with only 15 subscribers. Click it and I'll see you there. Peace.